Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams and welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. Y'all hear that thunder? Come through, Shango. Come through, Oya. Come through, Thor. Yeah. It's been very loud, so if you hear that, just know that we're in the middle of a thunderstorm here. But I love the energy. It's cleansing, it's clearing. And there's also justice that's being delivered. Ashe. I'm so grateful that you're taking the time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. Everything is aligned, beautiful being. Things are in perfect alignment. And you know, sometimes things must fall away when they refuse to get into the aligned state that you require. You are a powerful soul, and anyone who is going to be within your space, within your field, within your realm, they must be in alignment with the divine. And there is someone who has refused to do this. This is someone that you've communicated something to. You have told them, you've let them know, either through your words or through your actions, how you handled a situation. You've let them know that you know what you deserve. And they didn't get the memo. Or they continue to act like they didn't get the memo. 222 on the timer. This is about rebellion. This is a very rebellious being. But Divine is teaching them a lesson. I believe that's hail coming through. I'm getting fire and ice. Fire and ice. This person feels like they're getting beaten up by the elements, by the divine, because they didn't listen. I'm seeing like one of those papers that says like memo, like big letters, and it's like they had notice after notice after notice as to what they needed to do in order to be found worthy of being in your world, and they didn't listen. And so now it's as if they're outside in the storm. This person literally might be outside in a storm right now, but they want to come in for shelter. Okay, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Do you think that was a no? I think that was a hell no. I don't know. We're gonna see what's coming through with this energy. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, strength. Okay, this is you. This is you. You are so divinely strong. And there's something about this person not listening, not taking the necessary cautions or precautions that they needed to in order to take care of their connection with you. There's something that they are suffering right now. They have a lack of strength, but you are in your strength. They didn't take the necessary precautions, cautionary measures, something like that. There we go. Spirits. I'm excited about this reading. Play. You know what I'm getting is like somebody feels like their world is so chaotic right now, but you're entering a state where you can play because your energy is being purified. It's being purified. There's the cutest little monkey on this card. And you know what I'm getting is that somebody thought that they could play with your energy. There's the Justice. Every time I hear thunder, it's always a reminder that someone is experiencing some sort of energetic infusion where they are learning a lesson of justice. Okay? And it's almost as if with that thunder, they're feeling the frequency of the lesson that the divine is teaching them, where they're setting them straight. Okay? You're in your power. But somebody wanted to enter a match with you. This is a ram. Okay, and so they wanted to go head to head, toe to toe with you. As they were playing in your energy. But listen, let me tell you something. This person is not playing anymore. They want freedom. They feel like they can only have freedom if they re-enter your world. That's why we see two of these beings here. Okay? They feel like they need to be in your world in order to experience freedom. Yeah, they want your kindness. And they want your love. They know that you're sacred. But, unfortunately for them, they made a deal with the devil, and their existence in your life is nothing more than a memory. Yeah. It's a memory. Okay, they said go to Tangled Love. Alright, Spirit. You have been receiving divine guidance that has been telling you to separate yourself from this person's energy. Yeah, so that you're completely aligned with your divine intuition and your true spiritual journey. Because this person, when they try to come into union with you, first of all, there is no such thing as union with this being, because you experience union and harmony with divine beings. This being is not divinely aligned, and they know that. Okay? What else, Spirit? What about play? Please clarify play. Alright, it's in the reverse. It's guilt in the reverse. Stress, anxiety, ashamed, and remorseful. So this person might be trying to, okay, the way that they're playing is that they're lying about their emotions. This person has a plan to tell you that they are feeling so guilty and remorseful, and they do feel ashamed, but they don't have the type of guilt that's needed in order to truly self-correct. That's why Divine is putting them in check with all that thunder that was coming through. There is justice that is being served, but it's not that this person is truly aligning with the guidance that they've received. Okay, yeah, because see, you receive guidance from the divine. Your guidance has told you to energetically separate yourself from this being because they're trouble, and they do nothing but create interruptions and distractions for you on your spiritual journey. But this person has not been receiving the guidance that they need in order to self-correct. Okay? Thank you, Divine. Clarify power. Power. real reunion and message. So this person is trying to make a power play. They want to orchestrate, I'm hearing. They want to orchestrate a reconnection through a message. That would be something like a meetup or some sort of conversation. They want to sit and talk with you. They want to sit and talk with you. And this is the expectation that they want to create in your mind for this reunion, where it would feel like, I heard love, peace, and hair grease. Like, you know, so much just wonderful energy where it's just so harmonious. And what is the reality, divine? What would be the reality of a reunion with this being? Hurting. This is truly what they want to do. This vibe has been coming through these readings. It's just sadistic. It's like somebody who wants to watch other beings hurt. And that is not a reflection of you. Okay? There are certain beings in this world who feel like they can always get power. Because this is clarifying power through hurting other people. That's how they get their fix. Okay? This person might have an addictive personality, and I'm hearing that song, I'm addicted to you, I'm addicted to you, you're my addiction. I forget who sings that. Yeah, but it's kind of a disturbing song. It's like a hip-hop R&B song. I know it's called Addicted, I believe. I'll have to check on that. But it's a girl singing, and then the guy comes in with the verse. And it's very obsessive. And it's very unhealthy. But this person does feel like they're addicted to you. Clear mind, clear heart. And the way it flipped, it was like pew, pew. It's like this person sees that you are in a state of clarity. Okay? They see that you're taking action or also relaxing. It's like you're doing both. You're putting forth the effort to have clarity of mind, clarity of heart, and to have, I'm seeing like with Anubis and Ma'at with the scales of justice, where your heart is light as a feather. Okay, you would pass that test of judgment, but they don't have that. And because they don't want to do the work that's necessary to lighten their load and to be in a higher frequency, they just want to pull other people down. And so they don't want to rise to where you are. They would rather bring you down and take you from this, which they see you both relaxing, honoring your energy, but also doing the necessary work in order to have this state of clarity. Okay, I see that you're like refusing something. It could be that you're refusing whatever temptation it is that they're trying to bring into your realm, or it could be certain things that you have stopped doing that weren't healthy for you. Okay, but you're really doing exactly what you need to do to take care of yourself, to take really good care of yourself. And they want to take you from that to here. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Divine, please clarify deal, because this deal with the devil came through. They said I need another deck. Okay, which one, Spirit? Oh, okay. I'm grateful that they told me exactly which one. They showed me which one. In my mind's eye. It's Kipper-ish. Okay, got a couple more cards there. Let me make sure I grab the whole deck. There we go. Oh, this is one from the Crows. 7 of Wands. Divine is saying, put up that protection. Put up that protection. But also, because I asked Spirit about this deal with the devil. that this person made. And it's like, because they have connected with energies that are so low vibe, there is a protective barrier between you and this person with the Seven of Wands, okay? It's like they're not allowed in your space. Yeah, because we've got opposition and manipulation. So this person made a deal with someone else, and they are now experiencing opposition. You know how at the beginning of the reading it was like complete I said this person feels like they're outside in a storm and the hail was coming down, and yeah, they feel like they're getting beaten up, not just by whoever this is that they made a deal with, which it's a low vibe being. It could be another person that they were in a relationship with. This could be a third party that they left a connection with you for. It's some other being that there has been some sort of low vibe connection, because you know not all connections are good connections, but a very low vibe connection with that they thought they were going to gain from this person, and now they're just feeling like, oh my goodness, this person has manipulated them, and that's something that they never thought that they would experience. But because they're in a situation where they feel manipulated by someone else, they want to get back with you and feel like they're in control. Because whoever this is that they made a deal with, they have felt like a puppet on a string. And they're not usually like that. Usually this person feels like they're in the driver's seat, but they have been controlled by someone else. And so it's like they're itching to get back into your energy so that they can feel like they're in the driver's seat again. Because whoever this other person is, they're a lot like them. It's like they're their match energetically. You see what I'm saying? They're on the same frequency as them. Low vibe. So this is someone who was not going to treat them well, was not going to give them the kindness and that sacred joy and spirit that you gave them. This person played them, had them like this. And so now they want to get back with you to make some kind of love offer, which is why they're planning a reunion. No. What else needs to be known about this, Spirit? About this plan for this reunion? Basically, it's coming through the reading as death magic, because that's exactly what it is. It's an ending. It's an ending. That's what it represents, because you have been doing so much beautiful, wonderful work on yourself. And so this person wants to bring an ending to that so that they can siphon that energy. This person is thirsty. They're hungry. And I mean that energetically. They have not been around anybody who's been able to nurture them. And so they've been completely used by other people. So they cannot wait to get around someone that actually has sweet, loving energy. And there could have been a time where you put this person, there could have been a time, this will resonate with some of you, where you put this person before your own needs, or where you were giving this person your time, energy, and effort, that you realize now you're directing that time, energy, and effort towards yourself, and you're so much better for it. But there could be something very familiar about this person. It feels very familiar, and you know, it's kind of like how a pacifier feels. You know, it's like it's soothing to a child, but it's not something that's meant to be experienced forever. Okay, it's like you grow out of it, and you have grown out of this energy with this being for sure. Yeah, you're coming through as you're either a divine feminine, or your divine feminine energy is very well nurtured and it's activated. Okay, that's what this person wants. That's what they're seeking. Yeah, you have the fruits of your labor that are very evident. It shows And that's what people are seeing. There's something now that's on display, but not in a toxic way. It's not like, hey everybody, look at the fruits of my labor. No, it's just that you've been so resilient throughout this whole process that there's something that is really shining about you. And it's meant to. 2020, people are seeing with 2020 vision, they're seeing the fruits of your labor. And it's time for that to happen because you've been through a lot. There's somebody who has been attempting to do ritual work in order to siphon the fruits of your labor. They want access to this. And I'm not getting that they're doing actual work on the fruits of your labor. They're trying to do work on your chakras so that you would be open to receiving this person into your world again so that they could access the fruit of your labor. Now, for some of you, you've been feeling attacked. You may have picked up on people sending negative energy towards your creative work, trying to stop you, trying to slow you down. But that's being reversed because I just saw 2112 on the timer. So anything that they are sending directly to your work, that is being instantly transmuted into your fruit, okay? So whatever it is that they're trying to bring death to, it's actually growing even more. You are expanding because of whatever energy they've been sending to you. And that's because you are a very powerful alchemist. You know how to work that energy. But what's coming through now is that, you know, is not just about the energy that they've been sending to your creations. It's the energy that this being from the past has been sending to you, trying to soften you up or sweeten you up and open you up energetically to the possibility of allowing them back into your realm for a date, for going out and having coffee, for it could even be something on the sly. Like, I'm getting, if you have appointments with people, I'm seeing for some of you, like if you do hair or if you do nails or you do something, some sort of body work, like you could even be a massage therapist or something like that. There's something that this person wants to coordinate where it wouldn't be them coming to you, it's somebody else, but they want to send somebody to you in order to get information from you, okay, about where you are, what you're doing, what you're looking like, da-da-da-da. So it's some kind of way that this person wants in, but they're trying to set the stage so that you would be more open to receiving them. What kind of energy or ritual is this person trying to do? Wow. Spirit said, bump that. Yeah, they're doing jinxes, but they're ineffective because you're divinely protected. And this person has cursed their entire bloodline coming for you. Listen, beautiful being. They must have been going hard with these jinxes because whatever it is that they have done, Divine has said they have cursed their entire bloodline. They have been trying to create additional soul contracts because what's happened is that, yes, originally there was a soul contract that you made to come into this lifetime and work through some energy with this being, but you did it. You did what you needed to do. This person is trying to go back and create more cords, more contracts, more. And what they're doing is they're trying to work with entities in order to create pacts with those entities so that they can go for another round with you. In other words, trying to create fake soul contracts, but you didn't agree to those soul contracts, so they're not true soul contracts, okay? Yeah, you've cut the cords and they're trying to reestablish them, but it's not working. This person suffers, okay? It was like a combination of those. They sever positive connections. Positive ties, they go around cutting them. And they try to create cords that are very toxic. But they suffer from generational wounds. Also, what I'm getting is that that's one reason why they want information on you. is because they want to know what trauma you have experienced in the past so that they can use that as a way to appeal to you, to manipulate you, to gaslight you. Yeah. Anything else with this energy here, Spirit? All right, this was in reverse. Energy entanglements, you have turned that around. So at one time, you were experiencing an entanglement with this being, but you are free from that. And this person is a spiritual narcissist. So they misuse spiritual beliefs in order to accuse you of certain things, like, oh, you're, you know, involved in toxic positivity. Like if this person sees you rising above negativity, then they say that you're toxic and toxically positive, okay? Or they might say that you are avoiding what needs to be addressed. No, you have cut cords and you have set boundaries, but there's some kind of way that this person may have studied psychology just to manipulate people psychologically. Okay? So whatever spiritual work it is that you do, this person would try to criticize it, but the fact is that they need to take that energy and invest it in themselves, building themselves up in a real way that would take them away from trying to tell everybody else what they need to do or what they're doing wrong or whatever, okay? They're trying to judge you and they have no right to do that because you are on the right path. What else is coming through, Spirit, for this situation here? What needs to be known? What needs to be known regarding the blessings and protection for this divine, beautiful being, Spirit? Yeah, you got hope. And it's like, even in the darkest hours, in the darkest nights, you always had a glimmer of hope. You illuminate the dark because you bring awareness to things. And that's also something that this being from the past is not like, is that you call things out. When you see something, you call it what it is. And that's one reason why they try to go into stealth mode and try to figure out what your weaknesses might be, because they know that you are so strong. So they feel like they have to be on their A game to try to come back into your world. So they don't just come back with a simple, hey, how you doing text. They are doing their research to try to figure out how they can undermine you. Also, I'm getting that this person might try to enter your world in very disguised ways in order to chip away at your self-esteem. So something they might do is, like, if you create and post online, they might use fake accounts to say negative things about what you create. Or what's coming through is, like, if you do provide services for people, they might try to put in a negative review, and doing things like that in order to try to chip away at your confidence and your self-esteem so that you would want them, because they know that you don't want them. They know that you don't want them. And that's what's coming through here, is that they're hoping for a glimmer of hope that you would allow them in. But you are hopeful for the divine plans in your life, not for being with this being, because you know that that is a dead end. The hope that you have in your world is directed towards your dreams and your goals and your soul's purpose here, okay, in this lifetime. Ashe. Yeah, what did I just say? Anything with this being is a dead end. And they are on a dead end path. So you already know that you're not linking up with them. But, you know, they're feeling very desperate. You have an infinite flow of abundance. And also what I'm getting is, I'm getting 888. You attract prosperity. And that's something that is so beautifully appealing about you, of many things, one of many things. But you don't have to work super hard. It's like you work from a state of love, not from a state of, oh, I have to prove myself and I feel like I'm not enough, so I've got to do the most. No, when you do the most, it's because you enjoy doing the most. You enjoy, there's something about your flair. There's something about you adding a certain touch to things that some people would just be like, well, I got the job done. But you're like, okay, I'm going to get the job done, but it's going to also be beautiful. So, Venus is coming through where you make things beautiful. I keep getting that. So you might work with either like decor or design or beauty in the beauty industry or fashion. Even if you work with music, there's something that you do that's so intricate where you make sounds that are so beautiful. You know, Sarah Vaughan is coming through, Ella Fitzgerald, how they were so intricate, especially Ella Fitzgerald. When she would do her runs and her scat singing, she would do such intricate moves with her voice. There's something that you do with whatever it is that you create that makes it so unique and so different and so beautiful. You infuse beauty into everything that you do. And so I don't even care if this person is not of your gender, because a lot of times we think of like woman being jealous of woman, and you know that happens a lot. But even if you are male and this is a female, or vice versa, you're female and this is a male, they're jealous of you. And their jealousy goes to a level where it is envy. And they see the beauty of what you create. They see the beauty of who you are. Like, you are beauty. And you insert beauty into everything that you do. 3223. And they wish that they could reverse this. They wish that they could take everything that is your talent, your gifts, your passion, and allow it to be for themselves. Not just allow it, but that's how they want to make it look, like it's a natural flow of your, oh, I just happened to start doing the same things that you do. Oh, look. You know, oh, your money just started showing up in my account. You know, like they want to be slick with it, but they're not slick. But they want to flip the script. They want to make it so that you and your gifts and your talents, the energy of all of that greatness is theirs, and that will never happen. Okay? Okay, Spirit was coming through here. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted to pull a Sacred Symbols Oracle card first, and then we'll close with the cosmic energy. Thank you, Divine. What does this beautiful being need to know? Okay, with that fire. So there could be a fire sign here. These both ended up on the side. So there's fire and relief. Okay, so Divine is saying the reason why these ended up on the side, on the fence, is because now, someone could be a fire sign, but I'm getting that this fire is coming through for your passion, your creative energy. And you are experiencing relief at this state in your life because you've earned it. You've been creating, you've been directing your passion towards yourself, loving yourself, investing in yourself. And it is time for you to experience relief, but that relief is dependent on you remaining strong and no longer allowing this being to enter your realm. Okay? And as long as you remain protected, and you remain protected by protecting your boundaries and keeping your boundaries up with this person, you are experiencing not only increased creative energy and passion for life, loving your life, but also relief. Okay, so yeah, cosmic energy. Thank you, Spirit. What does this beautiful being need to know? Look, that goes along with that fire card, inspiration. Yeah, you're firing on all cylinders. That's what I'm hearing. You're firing on all cylinders. Ashe. Yeah, you have the insight that you need from this. I'm getting Hermit. Like, pay attention, because if somebody is trying to sneak their way into your world, you're going to know, because you're firing on all cylinders. You're very bright. You're extremely intelligent. That's something else that this person doesn't like. They admire it, but they want it for themselves. So what's the point of the admiration? You know, it's like, go over there. But you have the insight. You're very aware. And also what I'm getting is that there is something that you're going to become aware of that lets you know that this person is trying to come through. So refuse it. Refuse it. Like, let's say, for example, if a person comes to you, I mean, use your discernment, right? Because everybody's situation is different. But let's say if this person comes to you and they're like, they send you an email and it's not under their name that they want to talk with you or book with you or whatever, but it's a name that you know they would use. Like, maybe it's a pet name that they had or wanted you to call them or something like that. Or maybe it's their middle name, you know. So you are, it's like you're going to put two and two together. I'm getting that it's going to be pretty obvious, because what this person is doing is they're very afraid of rejection. So that's why they're not coming to you with their true self saying, I want to see you. Also, they know what they're trying to do behind the scenes. Even though they're saying that they want to reunite with you for positive reasons, they know that it's negative. So they already are carrying shame. But they want to take your temperature. They want to see how you're feeling and how open you are to their energy. So it's like they want to come to you, but they don't have the courage to come to you as who they truly are. So you're going to get insight as to something that they're doing to try to reconnect with you. Yeah, so have compassion for yourself, but also, even though you reject this person, and I know after all of these things that have come through in this reading, it can be hard not to have some feelings of hatred. I think anger is completely normal, but try to release that. Transmute it. Go create something. Turn that anger into something that works for you. Because then when you do that, you see that this person's energy that they're trying to send to you, it ends up working for you in a positive way. So then you can have compassion. You see what I'm saying? It'll all end up working in your favor anyway. Yeah. And you have joy because of your courage to stick to your plan, the plan that divine has for you, and to not end up on a dead end path with this person who is just really maniacal and controlling and obsessive. You are on your divine path, not their dead end path. Ashe. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. I am so grateful that you allowed them to flow through me. And thank you, beautiful being, for taking the time to tune in. I appreciate you so much. I also thank you for your likes, your kind comments, your shares, your subscribes, your hypes, your donations. I appreciate every bit of goodness and sweetness and love that you send to this space. I love you. I wish you peace. I wish you joy and so many blessings. Take care, beautiful being.